Good morning, everyone. We had power outage this morning around 4:50. A loud sound woke up my husband. Looked out the window, a flash of bright light, which lit up the sky, and then poof, no electricity inside the house or around the neighborhood. So, I was sleeping, deep sleep, didn't even wake up until like 7:30 in the morning, and then I was awakened by my phone saying, no battery, no battery, no battery. So that's when I discovered we had no electricity in the home. So supposedly it was 7:30 and electricity should be back by 8 a.m. Half an hour, went back to sleep. And then before I went back to sleep, I went downstairs to look at this thermometer. It was at 61, so it was pretty cold. Since only half an hour more before we get electricity, I just didn't think of anything. Went back to bed for another hour, 8:30, no electricity. Came down, make sure I cover Rainbow with another layer of blanket. He usually has a fleece blanket, and I put on this down blanket on myself to warm it up, and I put it around Rainbow. He freaked out because even though I put it over his other blanket, you see in the front, he can see it, and this is a dark thing coming over his sides of his cage, so unfamiliar things freak birds out. So today I will talk about preparedness in emergency. We're not in winter yet. It's only December 16, but it was pretty cold because we had our first snow, sleet, rain mix for a few hours, and then seems like somebody was driving around 4 or something in the a.m. in the morning to work or to wherever they're going, hit a utility pole and caused 500 plus customers to lose electricity, and we're one of them. So we are really at the mercy of electricity. Electricity runs everything. Technology, our home, the heat, yeah, and now Rainbow is waiting to come out. So I'm going to uncover him. Hopefully he won't freak out. Okay. So Rainbow was nice and toasty because Rainbow is a budgie, and budgie is a tropical bird. He needs to be kept warm. Okay, so that was the down blanket. Good morning, Rainbow. Hi, baby. What's going on, right? It's a late start now. We got back our electricity and our heat, and it went back up to 70 degrees. Well, this is when he freaked out and went down to the bottom. That's why the paper down there is all messed up. Okay, we're going to start our day today. It's a little late. Come on. Oh, okay. Stretch those wings. You know, we are at the mercy of electricity, you know? Without electricity, we don't have heat, we don't have anything, right? We don't have light. So we're going to be prepared for that. How do we prepare? By charging up all our devices the night before, and always prepare food for Rainbow and humans, right? Just in case we cannot get to our refrigerator. Like, we kept our refrigerator closed, so only 4 hours. And thank God, with the old-fashioned clock. Yep, I still have the old-fashioned analog clock, and this was one of the only thing that would continue to work without the house electricity. You know, of course, we have charged up our cell phones and our devices, but eventually it's not going to be there anymore. The battery life just dwindles as we use it. So thankfully, we only had no electricity for 4 hours, and it was in the wee hours, 4:50 a.m. And then we got it back by 8:40. Everything was running, and my kitchen stove has a time on it. It was blinking, and that kept the time that the electricity cut out. So electricity cut out around 4:50. Yep. Okay, Rainbow. I know you're a little scared because you had this down blanket over you. Mommy was keeping you warm. because I was even thinking of boiling some water. We have gas power stove, so the last time we had no electricity, Rainbow was not even born. It was during Hurricane Katrina, and we had Mango. The only bird we had was Mango back then, with Hurricane Katrina in 2012, I believe. And I had layers of blanket over him. I even had those hot hands warmers around his cage, and I even boiled a pot of water next to him to let the steam come around him. And we had no electricity back then for 3 days. But today we got lucky, only 4 hours. Yeah, so now Rainbow is back outside and he's playing. So everything seems to be normal. And for bird owners, we need to make sure, number one, if you're in the cold area, you're going to lose electricity. Lose heat, with no electricity. So that's the first thing you need to do. Make sure your bird is nice and warm and kept in the cage. After a while, you might have to let your bird out to warm up, so it's at the discrepancy of your owner to see what is best for your bird. But first thing that comes to my mind is your bird owner, keep your bird warm. Okay? Yep. And of course, we need to have extra food on hand. I was not about to open the refrigerator until we get our electricity back. So good thing we have seeds and we have pellets that I have outside the freezer. Because in the freezer I keep Rainbow's food to keep it longer. So I also have a batch or two that's kept outside, room temperature. So in case of emergency, I don't need to open the freezer. Just come to my stash for bird food like this. Extra pellets, extra seeds for Rainbow. Also here in my pantry, extra pellets for Rainbow. So always keep a few stashes room temperature wise. So in case you lose electricity, you can't get into your refrigerator if that's where you keep your bird food. You have something for your bird to eat while you wait for the electricity to come back. Ooh, okay, you're getting warm now, right? Well, Rainbow is going to start his day by playing and eating, yes? And he's saying thank you for watching. So you be prepared too for your bird, cat, dog, whatever house pet you have. Be prepared for no electricity, and when it happens, you are going to be able to care for your pet as normal as you could. Well, thanks for watching.